Wow. Wait a minute. Let's see. Okay, are we back? Is everything working? What is happening to my internet? Okay, let's see if we are rolling here. And mute myself. Okay, are we good? Okay, I think we're good. Welcome back. Sorry about that. For some reason, my stream software just died, and I was kicked off the internet for a second. That was unfortunate. Hopefully that doesn't happen again, but we're going to get back into this. And I think what we're doing, we're just renaming these objects. So I guess the next step, since we have a kind of playable game now, and am I going to have to, that's fine, whatever. We'll leave chat up like that. How's it going today? It's going good. We lost our stream quit today, but we're doing it again. So hopefully it doesn't quit on us today. Or now. Okay. Which is unfortunate. Dropped quite a few viewers, but it's alright. We'll build back up. So we're building a 2D platformer. And I just got my objects made. So hopefully we'll be able to add these to the game. Oh man, those textures are not going to be tiling very well. We're going to have to fix that. That's unfortunate. I guess I could do generated. If I do generated, obviously it's going to take a little bit more performance to do. I don't know. Does that look better? I mean, I guess it's not as obvious. Maybe it'd be better just to make tech, or, I mean, these should, yeah, those are gonna work. How about this? Those don't tile very well either. Oh, we got some work to do, but it's fine. Okay. I'm actually going to move this sun out of the frame so it's not in my way. Let's see how this looks together. Oh, it looks pretty bad, doesn't it? I'm almost thinking I should probably just go with the traditional texture route and just make some of my own textures. But for now, this will do. Now, we won't worry about the wood for now. Let's make it so these bricks, I guess. We could try building something. Level design definitely isn't my specialty, but we can try stuff. Okay, so I'm going to ask you guys now. We have a jumping mechanic here, and I guess we could do platform, like make a moving platform really quick. Something we could add to the game. Do it like that. Give it, I don't know. We could give it the ground texture or bricks, whatever. Unwrap it properly. Maybe. That looks bad anyway. Doesn't matter what I do. We'll do the wood texture. Okay, whatever. We'll leave it. So let's just scale this out just a little bit. And we'll do like scale on the y-axis too. And let's just go into the logic here and make a new script. Call it platforms. Apply to selected. And basically what I want to happen is have it move side to side. And what we could do probably is make it so when it touches another object, it could bounce back. But for now, let's just make it move. So we'll do a on update. Then we want to make it. How do we want to do that? Set linear velocity, and we'll do a local linear velocity. It should be fine. Select the self object. Then let's just have it move y like 5. Like so. Oh, obviously it's not going to be able to work that way. Set or apply. Yeah, let's do an apply movement, and we'll just move on the y. Oops. Oh, there we go. Set those back to 0. Y we want to do like 0.5. Oops, still too fast. 0.1. Cool. Have you played Black Myth Wukong? No, I have not played Black Myth Wukong yet. I've really wanted to, but it's $60. I just didn't. I don't know. I just don't have the money to spend on it right now. It looks really cool, and if I do buy it, I will download it and I'll play it on this channel. I usually have, like, if I do games, I usually do it on Twitch, but I think I might play that game on my channel. Just since it's so cool. It's such a cool looking game. Yeah. I hope I can play it at some point. Okay. Let's just do a raycast now. And we'll do this on update. That would be awesome. I give it. It will give you. It will get you on your nerves. Alrighty. I don't know what you mean by it, but it sounds like it sounds thrilling. Okay, let's see. Visualize. Alrighty. So let's set the origin. So get world position. And then let's just get the self object. There we go. Then we want to set it on the y-axis, or get the y-axis. So for the aim, let's get self, and then do a vector math node. Then we'll do a combine. Oops, it's not called that. It's a XYZ, vector XYZ. So we'll put the world position. We want to get the result vector math, which is going to be a add on the y-axis. And we want to add y, 1, and put that into the aim. Let's see what that does. It effectively breaks. Not quite what we want. Oh, interesting. Interesting result. Let's say the game is very hard to beat, like Dark Souls. Oh, I see what you mean. Okay. I like that though. I think I'd enjoy that, especially playing on PC. So hopefully, you know what? After the stream, I'll buy it, and then I do plan on staying up a little bit late tonight. So maybe we'll do it tonight. It'll be a late night stream. What is your favorite game? I don't know. I don't really have a favorite game. I love playing a lot of games. Right now I've been playing a lot of COD because it engages my monkey brain. So I've been playing a lot of that. And then I played some Core Keeper and was really enjoying Core Keeper. That's a really cool game. What else? I love survival games. I love just methodical games, I guess. But I also like playing adventure games. Stuff like Black Myth Wukong. But I haven't played anything like that in a long time. I can't even remember the last time I played Dark Souls. It's been years. I'm not really feeling this platform at the moment. I'm just going to remove that for now. I'm not feeling it. Let's work on the player a little bit. Maybe. Maybe we'll do some added stuff here. Oh, I wonder if I could make the mouse cursor. I want to add an object here. Something like that. Then I want to add in a mouse cursor. Or could I get the... So we got a mouse ray, mouse look, mouse status, impulse. XY. Vector XY, separate. Get access to vector. Cursor behavior. What does that do? And then let's just select the cube, I guess. I don't know what it's doing. Oh, that's cool. Okay, that's actually awesome. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. I have an idea. I mean, I don't know what I'm going to do with it yet. Let me just select, let me show my cursor. Oh, interesting. What is the point of this? I mean, I guess I could figure out a point for it. Use it like a... But the question is... So I can select this object here. Yeah, no problem. I guess you could do this like a cursor. Or use this like a cursor. I need to speed up my player. I need to add speed. We'll make a character a little bit faster. Let's do like 7. Yeah, that feels a little bit better. So if I parent this to the cube, can I still swing it around? But it'll move with it? No. So what is the purpose? It's kind of getting the cursor cursor. But I think what I'm going to do is make a plane, rotate it 90 degrees, rotate it 90 degrees, just kind of get it lined up here, put it behind the player. And this is going to be an invisible plane. But I think the idea that I want to do is we're going to use this to capture a raycast. So let's just go into our physics properties, actor, and we'll make this collision bounds, make it a ghost, just so it doesn't interact with anything on accident. And then let's make it invisible by just making it a wire. And then we'll call it what I don't even know what kind of mechanic. I know it, I can see it in my head, but I don't know what to call it. We'll just name it that for now. Are you trying to make a platformer game? Yeah, something like that. I want to do a platformer game, but I want to try a couple of experimental mechanics. I mean, the platforms are... Is there a way to use a gamepad joystick to use the mouse node, or with the mouse nodes? Started coming on console. Prefer using a controller now. Oh, yeah. I mean, there's a bunch of controller options. You can... It's 100% possible. In fact, if you just go to the input section, there is actually gamepad is its own category. And you got a bunch of different stuff you can do. And this works with PlayStation, Xbox, and I think you might even be able to use a Switch controller. So yeah, that is an option. Okay. Now what I want to do is get a mouse ray. like so. And then we'll just do on update. So this will be happening every frame. The controller option is bad. It's missing the R2 and L2 on in the PS4. Yes, I did notice that. You can use the logic bricks though, and I believe it's still in logic bricks if you want to use it. So if I go to logic brick editor, I'm pretty sure if I add in a joystick controller, joystick controller, and we got stick directions. Let's do buttons and right shoulder, left shoulder, right stick. What? Did they not add it to this either? It was in the old version. Wow, that's unfortunate. I thought they had it in here. Oh, wait. Shoulder triggers. Is that how you get to them? Buttons. Oh, it might just be a naming issue. Here, 1 second. I'm kind of curious. We got a PlayStation controller right here. Let's try it out. I think it's still paired to... Oh. It's very dead. I haven't used it in a long time. Let me see if I got a... Oh, I should have one. Yeah. We have cable now. Let's see what happens. We are experimenting in real time. Let me move this cup over here. And plug that in right there. Hopefully it doesn't mess up my computer. It's probably going to mess up my microphone. I always know it does. Okay, are you going to work? Hey, okay, we're connected. And it just... threw me right into Steam, of course. I love it when... Okay. Let's see if I do shoulder triggers, and we got threshold. So we're doing... Let's do the left shoulder trigger and see what this does. Oh, I need to actually put this on an object that it matters. So let's put it on our player that I should rename. Okay, so here is our controller. Let's just add in a joystick. Then we'll do shoulder triggers, and we'll do left shoulder trigger. Then let's just have it move our character. Nice and easy. We'll put it on update, whatever. And then we will do -10 or -0.1. So theoretically, let's see what this does. So, bumper or this button, that'd be L1 is not working. Trigger works. So there you go. That is a working trigger. Now let's see if I can actually use the trigger on the logic nodes, or if they just don't exist. It does look like there is a naming issue. It looks like the actual L1 and L2 are messed up. Well, thank you, but I mean it is kind of easy if you know what you're doing, right? Things just work. That's my favorite thing to say. Let's just try do it. I want to see if this controller option works in the logic nodes too, or if it's just not added. So let's just go input. And we're going to go gamepad. Let's see. So we got trigger and sticks. So let's do trigger. So we got left trigger and right trigger. So theoretically, if we're going by controller, and this is for every controller, this isn't just PlayStation, trigger should mean L2. Like, these top ones are not triggers. So if we're going by that, let's just go in and add in a movement node or a math node first. Then we'll do a vector math. In fact, screw it. We're just going to bring it all the way up here. I don't even know why I'm bothering. And we want to bring it all the way up to the top. Let's just drop that into where the D key is, and we'll do right trigger. Okay, so theoretically, the right trigger on our controller should be taking over our movement now. So if I press... Oh, nothing's happening. So nothing's happening with those. Not getting anything. So let's try a couple of things. Let's see if I do the index. Shouldn't have to do the index. Nope. Nothing's happening. Already getting upset. Input gamepad. Let's see. We got button up, button down, gamepad look, sticks, triggers, gamepad active. So in buttons, if we do button down, is this where... So we got LB or L1. Okay, so you got a node for triggers, and you got a node for the L1 and L2. So if I do L1, and then just plug that into here. Ooh, still not getting any. Oh, it's on tap. I gotta put this on always or down. Huh, still nothing though. Very odd. Very odd. I don't even know what I'm doing. That should work though. These are the things we must worry about. So I guess if you're going to be doing controllers, it might be better to just... You could probably still use logic nodes and just send messages to the logic nodes from the logic bricks. And then that way you could use your controller. It'd be a pain though. Like you'd kind of just want to use your gamepad in the logic nodes. What could I do? What else could I do here? Let's do left trigger just as a test. And I just want to print this value since it's giving us a data socket. What? That's not what I wanted. So let's just print this and see what happens. I have my console open on right here. I'm just going to drop that in the other screen. Let's see what value we get. Play the game. Oh, so we get a 1 and a 0. Oh, and there's a... Oh, that's cool. So let me just drag this over so you can see. Here's my console. And you can actually see I get a number between 0 and 1. And if I just barely touch the trigger, it's like 0.1. And then if I pull all the way down, it's 1. So you can definitely in between a movement. So if you go fast, it's just 1 input. And then slow, you get inputs all the way up. So that's cool. But if we are getting an input, theoretically, we should be able to take this value. Maybe if I separate, or I need an XYZ, is what it's called in here. Let's grab an XYZ, then we'll throw it in there. And then let's throw that into our vector math node. Is that going to give me anything? It is being normalized, but it's not doing anything. Do I have an error in my console? Nope, nothing. You might want to try it on a 0.4 version later. Yeah, maybe. Because I haven't tried controllers in that version. Oh, sorry guys, I crashed my... I crashed Blender. Let me unplug my controller. That's unfortunate. Try plugging the triggers directly into the movement node. Oh yeah, that might work. I do find it weird. Well, because the movement node is going to be a vector. I'll plug that back in. Sorry, let me just let me just kill this really quick. I hope I saved. I don't remember if I did or not. Oh, come on. Where are we at? Okay, it's fine. Yeah, let's just try a movement node, even though I'm not using it. But we'll do apply movement. Let's do gamepad active, like so. And this is cool. If just in case you didn't know, the index value 0 is for player 1, and then if you want a second controller on in your game, you'd do index 1. Third controller would be index 2, and then you could add multiple controllers that way if you wanted to do like a co-op game. So that's something to keep in mind. Let me just select self here, and then we'll grab a trigger, and then we'll just plug it directly into the vector. The only problem is we're still going to get we still have to separate out the value. So we need to get a XYZ anyways, because the value socket will be it's a float on all three it's a vector 3 float. So we need to separate our trigger into a vector 3 float and only affect one of the vectors. Something like that. So we want to affect it on the Y axis. So theoretically, let's see. And that's why I have this background. Oh, let's watch it crash over and over. Let's try that again. Yep, it's going to crash every time. So that's probably a bug. I think that we just found some nodes that this game that Blender doesn't like. Yep. I might have just corrupted my file. Yep. Yeah, no. It wasn't a real blue screen of death. Got my little vampire sad face here. So yeah, I think we busted our game. I think I busted the game. Why does it crash though? Like sometimes I'm working on something like this and it just crash. Yeah, it's just that just be how it is. That's all I could say is that just be how it is. Sometimes I'm actually going to delete this. Let's just change a few variables here. Get rid of this mouse ray, and hopefully if I come up here. Okay, I think we might be okay. Does the gamepad look node act like a mouse look node? Yes, it does. It's pretty much the same thing. So and here, let me just make sure it doesn't crash. That file's busted, I think. Let me see if I got a backup file saved. And then I'll show you if I can get it working again. Let's do an autosave. Sorry guys, I think this file's busted. I think we toasted it using these logic nodes. The controller nodes need some work, I think. This is unfortunate. Cover, autosave. I don't know if I have any older autosaves for Jump Game. Nope. That's it. I think that's all she wrote. I don't know why it's crashing either. Let's see if I can... Nope. Alrighty. Sometimes I think the software that has an error because it crashes on my computer too. Yeah. It's the software. I mean, it's UPBGE. UPBGE. This is a problem I've run into in the past where I've gotten super far in a game. And this is also why it's important to do backup saves, because this is just one of those things you have to deal with. Sometimes it just crashes and then there's nothing you can do. I have had it in the past where I changed a few things and it fixed it, but it's not all the time. Sometimes it's just cooked. We might have just cooked it. Go to where it's saved in the Explorer, then copy the path and open UPBG and choose a file, then open the second file. Let's just try doing that really quick this way. Let me try opening it like that. Let's try, okay, we'll try one more thing here. Let's go into Jump Game. Let's save as Jump Game. Jump game 1. Let's see if it's a file path issue. And then before we do that, let's just go clean up. File. Clean up. Oh, it might be because I had a... I know, I'm just trying something myself here. Nope. Oh, I see what you mean too. Okay. Okay, we'll do that. So let's go into a file here. Yeah, here. In fact, I got it right here somewhere. Open up this. Then we will file open. The whole gamepad logic is broken. Mine just crashed too. Yeah, I think that's what's cooked it. I don't know if there's much we can do about it. Choose open file. Do you mean like in my... What? Ah, okay, I got it in my file explorer. But one thing I noted when I'm using logic bricks, it doesn't crash. But as soon as I start with the nodes, it becomes boom, it crashes. Yeah, some of the logic node, because the logic nodes are being updated, and there's a couple of different versions. I don't know. Logic bricks just work because they are... Here's a good thing, or something to think about. Logic bricks are coded with C++. So they're a lot more stable, and they're the same as they've always been. The logic nodes are coded in Python, and the Python sometimes it could be just as simple as a syntax error, it could be a version thing, it could be a host of different variables, since it's Python. So let's see. I got my jump game .blend 1. So let's get this. How am I going to do that? Okay, let me grab that. Properties. Come on, boy. Okay, let's just copy that. File. Open. Oh, maybe not. Ah, backup flan. Okay, let's try grabbing this one and see what happens. Nope. Okay, it's cooked. I think I'm just gonna leave that. You know, it might fix it if I restart my computer. Sometimes that helps too. Yeah, it's all right. Things happen. Well, we're now moving on from that. So I guess what do you guys want to do? What's something you want to see? As long as it's not dynamic cars or something, because I can't do it. I just don't have the time to do dynamic cars. Whoa! Blackened the Wukong? Here, maybe. I have to set it up though. I have to download it. I bet it's like 80 gigs. There's no way it's any smaller than 80 gigs. It's gonna take me ages to... It'd probably take me about 2 hours to download it. Yeah, so... A dungeon crawler? You mean like make a dungeon crawler? What style? Oh, it's 113 gigs. Oh yeah, it's gonna take. I'll have to download it tonight and then play it tomorrow. I guess it's 2 p.m. A Subway Surfers type of game? I haven't even seen Subway Surfers in forever. What does that even look like? One second. I just spelled that completely wrong, but it's fine. Images. Oh, it's where you just jump from... Oh, wait a minute. I guess you don't even... You don't even need the character to move. You could just have the objects move and then the character stand still. I guess that's probably how they do it. Yeah, let's do that. Let's make a Subway Surfer game. Why not? It can only be run, and you have to repack the shaders. Wait, I looked away for a second. Now I'm behind. Wait, what's going on? Gauntlet. What is Gauntlet? Oh, I'm looking. I'm looking at the wrong thing now. 1 second. Oh, did I get another error? 1 second. What's happening? Oh, okay. Let me catch up here. Always request Silent Hill cameras. I know it's a trigger switch the cameras by tracking movement. Can't figure out. Yeah, we could do something like that, but I still need to figure it out myself, and I don't think it'd be very fun just watching me fail for hours while I try to figure it out. So I still need to do it myself, and then we'll do a stream about it, or I'll make a video about it, one or the other. It can only be run, so Blackman's Wukong can only be run on SSD, and you have to repack shaders. So yeah, that's expected, that's fine. It's on Unreal Engine, so that's why, I believe. Improve the Chrome dinosaur game. You know how many people make the dinosaur game? Let's just pull that up really quick in just a second. You can go over the save system using logic nodes. That's kind of a pain. So we might have to do that another time. I don't know if I feel like quite doing the save system. Because all you're doing is saving a JSON file and then saving your values to it. I mean, I guess it's not that complicated. It's just a pain. Talk about another thing that will crash your game is doing that. Or you make a Subway Surfers type of game. That would be great. Yeah, I think we're gonna do that. I think we're gonna try doing Subway Surfers because I think that'll be fun for now. Gauntlet is a dungeon game, old fashioned. Okay, here, let me just look that up really quick. I got ADHD going on right now, trying to read everything. Could you check out the game editor? Or could you check out that game editor? What do you mean the game editor? Could you elaborate? So you can't save your game or on UPBG. Yeah, you can save your game on UPBGE. You can make a save game. It was part of my last tutorial series was adding something like that. But yeah, it is possible because all you're doing is writing a Here's a good example. If you have your player and you want to you want to save your game and you want your player to be left at the last spot that you saved at, all you have to do is grab the character's XYZ coordinates and save them to a file. It's possible, yes. So you save your character's coordinates to a file, then when you load the game, or you have like a load game button, you just set that your player to those coordinates in the game. And then your character will spawn wherever you last saved. I did it for a couple of projects, and it works really well. And there's not really any issues with it. It's also a lot of, like, if you look up Unity tutorials, that's kind of how they do it. I remember you actually did it before in a video. Yeah, so in my last tutorial series. Yeah, hope that helps. Okay, so let me just rewind here. Let me see. There was something I wanted to check out. Oh, the dinosaur game. Yeah. So that was a suggestion. Ooh. How does a loading screen actually work? So there's a couple of ways a loading screen works. So when you're loading your game, basically you want to load textures and assets. And so what you'll usually have to do is have a camera that looks at every single material and asset in your game. So when you have a loading screen, generally you'll just have a screen or a window that pops up that has every single asset in the game in it, and it'll all load that into memory. Then you just put a black screen over it and a picture with a loading screen, like saying loading or whatever. That way the people can't actually see all the explosions and all that stuff that's going on in the background. And then that way when the game loads, then all the assets will just be ready to go, and they'll already be booted into memory. So that's kind of how a loading screen works. That's also how shader compiler systems work as well. So if you have a bunch of shader effects that you want in the game, but you don't want them to load in slowly or lag the game whenever they get loaded. You want to make sure that those assets show up and then are loaded into memory, so they just are ready to go. That's kind of how it works. It's probably not the best way to explain it, but that's kind of the general idea. And there's a couple of videos I saw on it. Some people doing it some really cool stuff. What was I doing? Oh yeah, dinosaur game. The sheer amount of people who make the dinosaur game just astonishes me. Let's do dinosaur game. Yeah. I mean, you just type in dinosaur game and the first thing. There we go. I'll just do this. Yeah, look at that. First thing that pops up is the dinosaur game. There we go. Oh my goodness. Look at this. This one was a year ago. So let's go dinosaur game remake and just see what pops up. It looks like there's just a person just building the dinosaur game. And then you got this one, make it better. Yeah, there's so many. There's like people who like make dinosaur game in 4K or whatever. RTX on. Just the sheer number is ridiculous. So yeah, that's probably why I won't be making the dinosaur game. Because it's so overdone. Too many people have done it. I don't want to do that. So Jump Game is dead. Oh, Subway Surfers is what we're making now. So I guess let's just do this. And the basic concept for Subway Surfers is you're going to have a character and it'll have like or the Z-axis gravity. So you'll be able to jump and fall. Because that's kind of what you do, right? You're jumping across the trains, and then your character can fall. So there's another aspect of it where we need to do some sort of generation, terrain generation. And if we're going to be that's going to be the hard part. I mean, I guess not, because whatever, we'll figure it out. So let's just scale this guy 2 units tall. Move him up. Let's just add a new cube. And this cube, let's just scale it up like 3. Yeah, we'll do 3 units. That'll be the top of a vehicle or something. Top of a train. And let's just make it like 6 units long. That'll be good. So that'll be kind of our train. And then let's make it 4 units tall. That'll be fine. So now, let's bring it down. Something like that for now. Call it train. While you're making the Subway game, I wanted to ask if you have heard of Flashpoint. It allows you to play old Flash games. No, I haven't, actually. That's cool. Does it also allow you to make old Flash games, or is it just for, like, using Newground games or something? It'd be interesting, though. What am I doing? Okay, we got train. Let's make a train collection too. So we'll do train. Another thing is if we want curves, we're going to have to figure out how to keep the character online, no matter if the train is curving or not. So maybe we might have to make an empty that the character automatically rotates to. That character follows. Okay, I don't know, honestly. Do you think UPBG is capable of making a Tekken-like game? Because I had a friend who who were trying it and it's working, but optimization was the problem. So yeah, so the biggest problem you're gonna run into is the rendering part of it, because you're probably trying to use some higher poly models, and that's really where you get docked pretty hard. You got to make sure that your assets are actually optimized for Blender, since Blender does have issues with stuff like that. But yeah, you could do a Tekken-like game. Fighting games, totally possible. In fact, we got a person in the Discord that is making a game that's kind of a fighting game like that. So you're going to... so you're going to have the dinosaur chase car jump over things. I don't know if we're going to add the dinosaur. You know what? Maybe we should do like Subway Surfers or like cluster trucks, but with a dinosaur. Or maybe the characters jumping on trucks and running away from a dinosaur. Maybe that could happen. I got to figure out where I'm going to get a dinosaur. But for now, I got to spawn these trains. Let's also make it so the player can jump. So let's just give the character dynamic. And we're going to do just like we did with our platformer game. And we're going to call this Train Runner or something. Why not make a character follow a curve? Because I want a little bit more control than that. And curves would be static, and then that means I'd have to pre-make the level. So it'd kind of be on rails, and I kind of want to make it a randomly generating world. Because you could do a curve, but you get more control over what the level would be, but it would be static. It'd be a static game. So I think what I could do is just make it so there's an empty, and then wherever the trains are spawning from and coming in, then the empty will just follow that path. So maybe we'll do it that way so it stays dynamic. I don't know. We'll have to figure it out. But for now, let's make some physics. So we want to be able to move around, which is going to be interesting. So the thing that I'm thinking of is, do I want it... does not adding an array to the curve solve that? Oh, we could do something like that. We might have to try the array modifier and see if we can't do like trains that way. I don't know though. We're gonna have to try some. This is gonna be new territory for me. We're gonna have to try some stuff. Let me duplicate this tab so I still have a layout tab, but we've got a code tab now. There we go. Let's just add in our logic nodes and do the classic player. So this should be easier because we're not going to be able to run back and forth, only side to side. And I guess just to start out with, let's just add in a camera here. And we'll put it like right there. Oh, we got this camera apparently. Let's just be gone with that. There we go. Will the array sorry, I just had like a stutter there for a second. Will the array respect the laws of physics or the physics properties? That is a good question. I don't know. I don't know if they will or not. That will be something we'll have to test out. Because if it is a modifier, and you can animate it, but I don't know if the animation will actually follow properly. Oh, and we don't need to move the camera. Because the camera... I guess we can move the camera side to side, will be the thing. So let's just parent it to the player for now. And then we might do like a slow parent or something. We could do that with some settings, but whatever. Okay. So I need to have a jump. I need to be able to jump, and I'll also have to figure out my distances here. You need a pen and paper to write things down. I probably do. I got some paper right here and a pencil. Pencil. We'll get to the writing phase here in a second, though. I want to get the base character physics working, since those are pretty easy. So let's just do our keys. Classic key down. And we all know how this goes. I need to make a template that I can just drop into any game. So let's just do a math node. There we go. We're just going to put that on subtract. This is like the most boring part since we see this every single time. Then we need a XYZ node. Connect this into the y-axis. Then I need a vector math node that needs to be on normalize. Then we need the result to go into our set linear velocity. And we'll do local linear velocity. I want this to happen on keyboard active. Oop, on active. Something like that. Should work pretty well. And then let's just do this value. And player. And I believe I already, did I? I don't remember. Apply to selected, there we go. So let's put this on down and then our DNA key. Wow, it is just not a good day for UPVGE. Wow. Game of the year. No way, VT on the toilet, let's go. PT on the toilet is the game of the year. So as you can see, guys, we are crashing quite a bit now. This is becoming concerning. I've never had this many crashes. What is up? Like, I might have a Windows update or something. Delete the 3 nodes to see what happens. Yeah. I mean, this is standard stuff. Yeah. WSL. Perhaps. Is there an actual benefit? I don't know. Well, you know what we could do? We won't have logic nodes, but we probably won't crash though. Let's go in here. I kind of need to just change my input, and this needs to be left. Save settings. Is there a way to normalize directions using the bricks? No, there's not. That's why I always use nodes. At this point, you have no choice. Yeah, this is the only option. We're down to the last thing. We could do it in Armory, but it would take us ages to test everything. So we're just going to. We don't have. Red dot? Is that the? I was thinking about doing a video about this. You know, what is the difference between red dot and Godot? Is there any difference, or is it literally just like the people behind it? Yeah. I mean, if you look. Oh, I shouldn't be laughing so much at this. The fact that red dot is red and Godot is blue just cracks me up. Because we all know. Everybody knows what it is. Look at that. Is it worth your time? Is there a difference between red dot and Godot? I would love to know. Because I don't know if there is. Is it just a political thing? Which is kind of what I'm thinking. Like, it's going to be the exact same engine. It's just going to be politically motivated. I don't know. So, that's that. Maybe we'll talk more about it if people care. So, here's one thing. This engine is pretty cool. We got a range engine. The only problem is all the cool stuff is going to be behind Python. And I don't know how to use Python. And I could never get the uh, uh, is a fork. Yeah. I know it's a fork, but what's the difference? Like, is there an actual benefit to using it over just regular Godot? Anyways, let's make a game. In fact, it's been so long since I've used this version. I gotta actually remember how to use 2.79 again. But we're gonna make it happen. This is gonna be our player. Oh, see, I already pressed the wrong button. That's not how you rename stuff here. This can be my player. Scale, Z, and we're gonna do 2. We're gonna use logic nodes, and the good thing is we won't have to worry about normalizing the movement, I guess, because we're only moving side to side, so we're not gonna have diagonal movement. It aims to address the bugs and features that was promised in Godot before they went... I'm afraid to say the word just because, you know... Well, maybe I don't. We live in new times. Maybe I don't have to worry about it. UPBGE failed us. Yes, today UPBGE failed us. It's very unfortunate. Very, very unfortunate. I will be interested to see, and I will follow up on this fork of Godot, because if it is better, I mean, why not make some content about it? Because we're always about making things better. I don't know. I lost my train of thought. Let's make a game. So yeah. What's wrong with woke? There's nothing wrong with it. It's the connotation. It's such a polarized and overused word that I don't know. It's just, for one, YouTube gets angry at it at times. So that's why I try not to go into stuff like that, because YouTube doesn't like it. The way I could describe it is there's certain words that on their own aren't bad words, but because of the way they're used and the way they're politicized, they become bad words. And then they become just as bad as like slurs. Wait, what happened? I left for a bit and UPBG died and again. So on our new game it died again. It just keeps crashing. So I'm gonna have to fix it. I bet I have a update. There's probably a Windows update that's just busting it. Yeah. So, you know, it's kind of weird. I'm getting to a point. Hey, welcome to the stream. I'm getting to the point where I might actually start doing some more content around, I don't know, maybe just talking, maybe adding my own opinions to the channel, because I'm growing as a person, and I think that more people will be interested in it. And we can still do game stuff. We can still make games and talk about issues and stuff like that. I like that. My opinions aren't super one way or the other. I'm kind of just a live and let live kind of guy. But I don't know. I guess why not use UPBG logic bricks? I guess I could. You know, if I'm going to use logic bricks, I might as well use the features that actually work the best for... I want to be able to use scenes, and because I'll be able to do menus and a lot more stuff in this if I'm just going to use logic bricks. There's a lot of stuff that it just is better in this engine for that. You can do that. Just start a new channel for all that, and that's what you want. You don't want this one deleted. Yeah, that's true. I don't want this one demonetized or deleted. I guess I could. Maybe I could do like, I don't know, should I make that channel under like a new name as well? Or should I just do like Loxaevion? I don't know. I have no idea. I'd have to think about it. I have a bunch of other channels with a bunch of other stuff on it, so I guess I could try using one of those and then just promote it here. And then just do that kind of stuff there. Anyways. Why logic bricks so underrated? I don't know. I used to make all my projects used to use Logic Note. I'm getting my words mixed up now. Sorry, I'm having a hard time talking. It is very dry. It really should stick to one UPBGE version, make it more stable. Yeah, that'd be nice. Loxaevion opinion. Spot on name. Yeah, it's a little bit on the nose, don't you think? My Loxaevion opinion channel. Okay, let's make game. This is just default. So, we got game logic. We got that. But let's just stick here and make our truck again. So scale, and we'll just do the same thing, and we'll do like 3. Yeah, we'll do 3 units. That should be good enough. Scale it on the y-axis like 6. That's a little bit long. Let's do. Yeah, we'll do 5. That'll be good. And then let's scale it up like 3 units tall. That'll be good. So there's actually some techniques that I can use in this that I can't do in UPBG. Like actually using scenes for overlays and stuff, which will be cool. And we'll actually be able to make a functioning menu. So let's call this train game again. Train, understand. Blam. There we go. Saved it into a file that it probably doesn't need to be in, but it's fine. Okay, so now we need to make this actually move. So we want that to move in the game. Let's go into logic. The game logic here. Hide that Python code. Ugh, we don't want to look at that. Give me bricks. Bricks are life. So the player, I kind of want it to go from the positive y-axis and then move to the negative y-axis. So let's just add in a always, like so. And we'll add in a motion. Sorry, I'm getting a little bit of a voice crack. I'm losing my voice now. That's awesome. So negative y, and let's just do like 0.1, see how that looks. Hey, look at that. It's a little bit slow though, and we might want to change that. Like negative 20. Another thing, we might actually want to switch the speeds. So like as the game goes on, the trains get faster. Bricks make my life fun. I get that. It does for me too. Okay. So let's do. That should work. I think that'll be good. Now let's make the player actually have physics. So we're going to do we're just going to do a character this time. Actually, I think we'll have to do dynamic. So we'll do dynamic here. The thing is, we can't really change this is where we're probably going to run into the linear velocity problem again. So we're going to have to figure that out. But we'll figure it out. Don't worry about it. Uh-oh. That's a problem. Let's make sure that everything has actor and physics on it so that they actually interact properly. So we got a little bit of a slide going on. We can change that a little bit by changing the friction to like 6. There we go. So now we kind of stick to the train. Let's do just 10. So the player just, yeah, it's probably fine. Okay, I think the problem with UPBGE is that it does not have a fixed dev team. The guy who made their official YouTube channel and is just fan of the engine. And that's the problem with the open source programs. I mean, yeah, that's just, but that, I mean, what are you going to do? That's kind of already see it at the Game Awards. Thank you. Does the game system have logic nodes? No, this doesn't have logic nodes. It just breaks. Yeah, and it's kind of tough. I mean, if it's just one person, and then you got other people that are also developing on the side, putting in their time. I think it would be cool, and I wish I could. I wish I had the experience with the back end of Blender to be able to participate in developing the engine. But it is kind of hard just to find people. I think you need to find people who know how to use C++ and Python and stuff like that. So it's kind of a set of, a skill set that not a lot of people have. And it's just tough, especially people who are willing to do that for free, because it's the kind of job that you'd probably get. What am I trying to say? The kind of job that it takes to develop the back end of these engines and make them work properly, you're looking at like a 60 to 100K job a year. And then people are just doing that for free. So it is unfortunate, but we should be thankful for having any updates at all. Okay, let's see what else we need to do. So we got this little thing moving. It's not simple too. Yeah, just not a simple thing. So now let's just duplicate this, put it next to each other. Ooh. Delete that camera, then add a new camera. There we go. Rotate 90 degrees. The negative oops, where are we at? I'm all discombobulated. Rotate Y 90 degrees. Okay, there we go. And then I can just rotate it like this. And we'll set our camera to 20. Hey, that looks a lot better. And then we'll just bring it up a little bit. Now we got our character kind of moving properly. Then let's just parent our camera to the player. Okay. Ooh. There we go. Now let's make our character actually move. So let's do a couple of keyboard notes. And we got the D key and the A key. Then let's do a couple of motions. Like so. What if they had the space to report... Oh, what if they have a space to report bugs and fixes? So yeah, if you want to report bugs and fixes, they do have there is an official Discord channel that you can report on. And if you go to the UPBG Discord, that's where the devs, plural, people who are working on it, there's a lot of people who actually use it and use that Discord. So if you run into bugs and you can replicate them, try posting it on the Discord. So yeah. Okay, character. So we want to actually move on the x-axis. So yeah, okay, there we go. And then negative x. Oh, interesting. I wonder what's happening there. Whoa, something weird. So it goes forever like that. What in the world? Why is it stopping the camera? This is kind of strange. I don't know why that's happening. Oh, I know why it's happening. It's because the camera is parented to the... Okay. Let's just Alt-P this really quick. There we go. So I need to make it so the player doesn't actually move backwards. So we don't want to get pushed. In fact, we can actually turn this friction down again. We're just going to turn off the Y-axis movement. There we go. That's a lot better. So now we can have them spawn in, and then the character can jump between them. So let's move these back just a little bit for testing purposes. And then I need to... We'll probably have to change the gravity settings a little bit, just to make it a little bit more snappy. The first bug is always a pain. Yeah. Trying to fix it too. I'm trying to make it work. So now we are on dynamic, so we can do a force to our movement. There we go. Movement. Oh, I forgot that's a node. So what I can do is do a keyboard, spacebar. This is just going to be on tap, so we can only hit it once. And then let's add a force on the z-axis. And we'll add a force of like 1,000 probably going to be okay. Oh. Maybe not. Oh, I did run into this issue in the past where sometimes, like if I press... So for some reason, I don't know why this happens. Oh, okay, I think I just had to enable Delta time. Did that work? Okay, I think it did. Let's turn this up to 2000. It's just a really small hop. Ridiculous number. Trying to get this to work. Okay, let's just take it down to 10,000. Okay, still too much. Let's do like 6,000. Okay, that's better. Let's try 2,000 again. I think 2,000 was still not enough. Okay, small hops. So 3,000. It's even smaller. What? Ooh, still high. Is it just the way... Oh. Won't the player consistently fly if you tap a lot? Yeah, we're going to have to add a collision, so the character actually has to be standing on something for it to activate. Are you making the truck game? Yeah, we're making it... it's going to be like Subway Surfers or Cluster Truck or whatever. Yeah, that kind of style of game is the idea. Let's try 500. So what's happening here? Is it a frame problem? Sometimes it works. I don't get it. Sometimes it... Okay, I guess it's working now. Okay, so now we need to make it so we have to collide with the ground first. So we'll do this. We'll put this on... We'll do pulse on that, and then we'll just leave that empty. And then just connect that right into the spacebar node. So now we'll have to collide with some object before we can jump. And then I actually have to make these... Okay, they are actors. So it should work. Are we going to have issues now? Oh, okay. So now it needs to be a larger number. Let's move these back just out of view. Okay, there we go. Now we need to... I also have to figure out how to randomly spawn them. Let's make the camera see a little bit further. We'll turn that clip to 500. There we go. So what I'm probably going to have to do is make patterns and then spawn the actual patterns and then just try to make them random. Or, because the problem is you want to make sure that the spacing is still good. Or I guess I could do an empty and then just have it randomly spawn one on that empty. So I could prearrange them and then just do a random spawn. That might work. But yeah, okay, so now we can jump between the trains. There is still going to be need to be some editing, because it does feel a little bit strange at the moment. But we do have something. So let's just call this train now. The player seems floaty. Yeah, the player is floaty right now. Yeah, the gravity setting needs to change. It's really not good. But that will happen. Yeah. Okay, so I think to change that, we need to go over to our world properties. So we do have this gravity setting. We could set this to like 20. We'll have to update our force. Okay, that's a little bit better. Let's turn that to something ridiculous, like 90. Okay, so yeah, that's going to be falling a lot faster. So now I should be able to take my character, and we'll just do it like 7,000. There we go. That's a little bit snappier. I'll probably do, maybe we'll do 8,000. Some big numbers, but it's what we gotta do. There we go. I think that'll be okay. So let's make it so these actually spawn now. So to make them spawn, I'm gonna have to figure out where the thing went. Let's go into default. There we go. Turn this into a timeline because that's a little bit easier to look at. I wonder how Mario solved gravity. So what they did, there's a lot of math involved. So there's actually a video about the entire process of making the Mario physics, because there's actually a lot that goes into Mario gravity and how the character moves around. Because there's inertia, there's friction, depending on the surface that Mario's running on. There's different speeds for slopes, and pretty much everything. It's kind of crazy. There's a lot of math involved. It's a little bit harder because you don't have as much control. When it comes to the logic bricks, you just got to deal with what you got to deal with, or learn how to program in Python. So that's kind of how it goes. Okay, I need to call this train, like so. And there's not really a collection system, I don't think. Yeah, it's just the legend. Now I need to go. Where did they put it? I think it's still on this bar. I can move it using M. Next tutorial, you should tackle stairs. Stairs aren't too difficult. I mean, what do you mean by stairs? Like, what kind of effect are you trying to go for? Because there's I mean, you could do it the old-fashioned way and just make the stairs no collision, and then put a ramp on there that's invisible, so you just go up the ramp. That's what I do in a lot of my games, since it's easy. Or you can try to use like a raycast, and then have the character kind of just slide up using a raycast. It depends on how you want to do it. Or I guess setting the character's position to a certain spot. Hey, welcome. Oh, Range Engine themselves. Hey, welcome. Welcome to the stream. Animated stairs? I don't know what the purpose of that would be. Do you mean like... what do you mean by that? What about having IK? Yeah, I've tried a couple of experiments with IK, but I'm not entirely sure what a good method for that would be. Because what would a good method be? I'll have to work on it. I'll have to try some stuff out. Because you can have, like in UPBGE, you can have active IK, and you probably do in this as well. I don't know what the process for it would be. Oh, man. Okay, so I really need to get to spawning these trains here. Let me just do that really quick. Let me add in an empty. If I can, please. Thank you. Oh, I got to turn that off. There we go. So now it's going to be getting distance right is going to be a big thing. I got up on the stream. Hey, welcome back. Oh, man, I'm glad to see a bunch of people in here. It's really awesome. Going up and down on stairs, animate their steps. You could do a different animation for the stairs and just kind of have it go while you're going up and then time it. Hope all is well. Thank you. Yeah, it is well. We're doing good. I'm really enjoying it. This is a good stream. It's actually been going for a good while. The thing is, if I'll ever be able to get this spawning system working. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to have these 3 empties, and these are going to spawn our trains. So I do need to figure out where... Oh, here it is. So I'm pointing at the screen. Like you guys could see where I'm pointing. Up here is the layers. So it kind of got moved into this tab here. So they're not just hanging out. So I'm actually going to just click on my train object here and put it in a hidden layer, just right under there. There it is. I press play, there it goes. So since we have it named train, I should just be able to click on my empty here, and we'll just go into the game logic. And this is, okay. So we got our first empty. Let's just have it on always, then we'll have it spawn like every 60 for now. That's probably not enough. We'll do 120. Let's just put delta time so we can time it, and we'll say every 2 seconds. Okay, and then we'll add the object, and the object we want to add is our train, and we'll have it stay on screen for like 1,000 a time. Oh, that's 1,000 seconds. Let's have it on for 10 seconds. I keep forgetting that it's in seconds and not ticks now. That's an add object, so we actually want... Oh yeah, that's fine. So if I connect that together, we should be able to play. Oh, interesting. I guess 10 ticks is what it is. We'll do 1,000. Or it's probably milliseconds is what it is. Hey, look at that. We got spawned. We got cubes train spawning now. I guess maybe I need to... I don't know. I guess if you jump, then you can jump onto the train. That'll work. This is genius. Thank you. My ego is... Anyways, so I need the train again. I'm actually going to duplicate the train because I need a spawn train. And this one is going to go into the main scene. Because we need a train that just is already there for the player to have. Hey, look at that. It's not very random at the moment. But we'll make it random. But this is kind of the concept, you know? Ooh, man, that's kind of tough to gauge. I might need to make the camera a little bit closer to the player. Or at least bring it up here. And then we'll probably do a different field of view. Whoa. Depth of field is going to be a must. Let's just bring this back just a tad bit. That's a little bit better. Okay, so now we need to make it so this will actually spawn randomly, depending on... It's like Guitar Hero. Yeah, you could that'd probably be another thing you can make with this system. So now what I need to do is I'm just going to select these two empties. I don't know why I keep doing that. I keep pressing the buttons that aren't there anymore. Then what I need to do is copy my logic bricks. Like so. Is there a way to use properties to randomly generate them? So that's kind of what I'm going to do. Is I'm going to use a random property to choose a random number, and then if that number is picked, then it'll spawn at a certain empty. I was thinking, what about you be the first to make 1.6? I would be honored to use 1.6. If there's a way for me to get it, I would totally do it. I would totally make a game with it. And I will let you know what all the bugs I find are, because I'm very good at finding bugs. They seem to follow me around. But yeah, if that's an option, I will totally do it. Give them early access. Yeah. And maybe we could talk about it. If there is a... Oh, I think you probably already know my... Yeah, I'm in the server, so you can find me. It's true, he has the ant colony of... Yeah, I'll have to write it. I'll actually... So, if I do get early access to this, I got a notepad. I'm going to write down all the bugs I find. But because that's a good thing. I'd love to test it out. Yeah. Alrighty. So let's make a property here. So I'm going to make a game property. Let's do it on our first empty. And let's just make this and call it rand. This is going to be an integer, so since we just want full numbers, whole numbers. And let's make it so... It's been a while. We need a property. Connect that in here. If rand is equal to 1, then we'll spawn our first train. Oh, wait a minute. Oh yeah, if it's equal to 1, then we'll spawn the center train. Maybe what I might have to do a grid too, so like different distances as well. That might be something we do as well. We'll see. So, let's just get this over here. And we'll copy that logic again as well. Make it nice and easy. Then all I have to do is add that game. We'll also copy the game property. And we want the game property. There we go. So now I can do rand is equal to 2, then we'll spawn there. And if it's equal to 3, then we'll spawn on this empty. Like so. So theoretically, I guess nothing's going to happen at the moment. So what I'm going to have to do is add in a always, and then we'll do rand or random. I want this to be a int uniform rand. And then what I want to do with that is we want the max to be 3 and the minimum to be 1, since those are the numbers we're using. We could also add in a gap, so that way if it's a 4 or something, then nothing will spawn. So we could probably do that. But we might end up with misses, and then the character will have nowhere to go. So we'll have to play around with the timing. Then I'll put that on always, and I'm going to have it go on a tick of 60, or skip 60, so 60 frames and it'll go. So it'd be like 1 second. Could probably use delta time too, which might be a little bit more accurate, or which would be more accurate, but that's fine. And then let's just check out. Oh, it should already be there. Whoa, okay. That's a little bit fast. So this, let's make this like, let's make it 1,000 for now. Let's try that. So we'll spawn 1. Even 1,000 is, oh, okay. So now we're getting some random distances. So can this be exported to upgrade? What do you mean by that? Okay, so we might need to adjust this a little bit more. Let's do like 2,000. Oh no, it's too much. So we'll do 1,500. I think that'll 1,500 will be the sweet spot. UPBGE. Thank you. Okay, so now what we need to do is actually pick between these empties. Now let's see what the best way to do this is. So if I got this, oh, okay, I know how I'm going to do it. Okay, so this is rand equals 1. I actually don't need this. Oh wait, I do need this one. I just don't need these two. So let's delete these, and then select all of them with the main one on top. And what I'm going to do is add in a property, 2 more properties. If rand is equal to 2 or 3, then we'll add in an and here and an and here. So if these are equal, then I'm going to spawn the train on those empties. So this is something I wouldn't recommend doing in UPBGE, but in this it should work fine. What game engine can this export to? So this can export to Windows and Linux, I believe. I don't think there is an option for Mac at the moment, but Windows and Linux for sure. Hey, we got our trucks spawning. I'm gonna have to adjust the speed that the character. Oh, okay, that's cool. Oh, we got a little bit of hops. No. So see how we have some gaps that the player just can't do? Yeah, I'm gonna have to change some of these around. Probably make these empties a little bit further away and just make the timing a little bit faster. So just do like 1,000 again. Oh. Maybe not. Maybe just do another layer. So we'll do like here. Oh. Hey, look at that. So we have some physics issues. That's fine. And we also have to make the spawn a little bit more, or a little bit better. You'd have the left and right just snap. Oh, so where the player like just sets to the left and right? I guess you could do that. It might not look as good though. I also, yeah, I gotta fix those physics. I don't know why it's doing this. I don't know where I am anymore. We could do that though. So instead of having the motions, we could just disconnect these and then have it. Actually, is it attached to this? Oh yeah, it is. So maybe just keep these and then just, because I could find the distance, I guess. And so what we'll do is instead of simple motion, we'll do set position. And we need to go on the x-axis like 10 meters. So we'll do x10. Like that. And we'll do the same thing here. We'll do -10. Let's see how that looks. Uh-oh. And then we'll also need to set the z-axis like 0.5. Probably a little bit too high. Oh, it's so low. Interesting. So I think what I'll probably have to do is assign it to a property as well, where it'll snap like that. And then, does this need to be 1 as well? Are we 1 unit up? Is that why I'm... Let's see. 2 units. Huh. I'm still spawning. Interesting. Anyways. Also, I don't know if the snapping system is going to work just because the offset like that. Character's so jumpy. Okay. So, I guess that could be done that way. I don't know if it's preferable though. Yeah, maybe it would actually be better to have an anim... Wow, that was impressive. I forgot that I was wearing glasses. Good, now make the jump snap at the same time. Yeah. I think what I might actually do is just do an animation. So I'll just have an animation of the character like jumping over to each one or each spot, and then just put it on a property. So if the property is equal to 2, or like we'll have 1, 0, and -1. So if it's equal to 1, then it'll minus to 0, and then to -1, and then kind of do the same thing. I think you've reached a... Oh, I think you've received a link on Discord. Oh, okay. It's bedtime for me here. Good night. Hey, good night. Take care. That would work too. Yeah, I think I'll do the animation method because I think it'll look a little bit nicer. And also let's make this cube. And I got a link, so we might move this over. It'll be interesting. 1 second, everybody. I gotta take a break for a second. Give me like, give me a minute. Gotta take a break. Sorry about the delay. Oh, ouch. Okay, let's see what happened. That worked too. Dude, how did the camera move by itself? It's haunted. The camera would. You made 3 more empties of the player position. Then press left. Use the follow brick to with high speed. You could do that too. I guess I get what you're saying. So if I had like an empty here, and then set. So you have a follow empty, and then you. Oh yeah, you could like just have it move to that empty. I see what. Yeah. Oh yeah, I got it. 1 second, guys. I gotta remember what I'm doing here. Let me go. Oh, I got. Yep. Okay, I got like so many people talking to me. Let's see what's going on. Oh, exclusive. Yes, I will not share this with anybody. I bet you can't. I bet you can't find any bugs. Okay, that is a challenge. I have been challenged that I cannot find bugs. 1 second. Let me switch my display just in case. For the privacy things. So let me open this up here. Visit site. Oh, I do need access. I got a. You need it. I need access. I'll request it, but the link needs to be changed or edited. So I will be awaiting the. I will be awaiting. Let's actually just open that. I can change my. Got so many things. So we're back to stream. There we go. I am waiting for the link access. And I'll just keep this open here. Access denied. There we go. That's why Oh yeah. I mean, I hope I can teach. I hope that this can I can teach it while I'm streaming. I won't be as clear and concise as I am in my videos, but it'll work. So let me just send a message just in case. There we go. Hopefully we can get access. And the question is, will I be able to take this project and just reopen it in 1.6? Oh, thank you. Thank you. Let me check it again. There we go. We got it. Let's see if we can download. Download anyways. Hopefully it's not a virus. I trust him. There's no way. Let's see what we get. And I'm going to have to install this too. Oh, I won't have to install. I'll just have to unzip it. So, okay. Download complete. Let's close that window. So let me just minimize my things. And for now, let me just save this project. And I'm going to save a file to my desktop. Save as. Where is my desktop at? It's in one of these. Desktop. There we go. So we'll save our file there. Then let's open up a folder. So many things to do. Let me move this over here. And then downloads. Range Engine. Let's grab Range Engine. I got to open up my Game Engine folder. There you go. Let's make a new folder. Range 1.6. And we'll just drop that bad boy in here. And it's such a process just making all this happen. So we'll do that. It's happening in real time, people. Okay, here we go. Let's try it out. See? Oh, we got a new splash screen. Wow, I already like the look of it. It's already looking good. And do I get to change? Is it going to keep my settings? I'm really liking the look of this. Like, oh man, what a good image. And train game is just right here. Hey, look at that. It's as easy as that to upgrade. Cool. Let's see what's different. Maybe I should just try to learn Python so I can make some more videos on this. What's your opinion on haiku? I don't know what that is. I don't know what it is. Let me see if I can just immediately figure out some differences here. Look at that shadow quality too. Oh my gosh. Already liking that. So I haven't looked at the release notes for 1.6. So could anybody explain what is new? Let's see. Oh, this is interesting. These are different. So could you write an expression into here? Interesting. I really need some release notes. Oh, very weird. Let's see. Sorry, I got to explore a little bit before I get too far. Haiku is a operating system. Oh, I will have to check it out. I don't know what it's about. Interesting. What's going on here? Okay, what am I? Ooh, there's a module you can put a shader source, so you could make shaders and put them right there. Fragment. Interesting. I need to figure out how to use this stuff. This is cool. I'm already I might need some help there. And we got some components, we can do that stuff. What else is new? If I just press play, see if it still runs. Oh. It actually works now. Crazy. Does it look better too? Is that just me or does it look better than it did? I feel like visually it does. Still getting those high frame rates. Liking it. Let me just ask a question here. Is there anything in particular that I should check out? I spelled particular wrong, but it's fine. Oh, it works, but avoid the middle part. Oh, yeah. Yeah, right now I just have it setting to one side or the other. Galaxy using range 1.6 before GTA 6. Yeah, it is a miracle, guys. Oh, check out the release notes. I'll send you some files to test you. Oh, okay. Yeah, I'll love to check. We'll test them on stream. And the release notes. What do we got going on here? So I may have to talk to you about maybe doing a video at some point, if you would like me to. Atmospheric fog. Ooh. Introduces the engine behavior of fog influenced by height and depth. Awesome. Here, let me just bring up the release notes really quick. If I'm allowed to share these. We'll see. New emit shading. And let me know if I can, what I can show and all that kind of stuff. So I'm not releasing stuff that you don't want me to. So I'll wait till I get confirmation. But I got so many windows open over here, guys. Sorry if I'm delaying. Let's see what's going on here. Okay, so let me just check out some of this stuff. I do have the release notes pulled up. Got PBR, sky interaction. It's also been improved, giving significant visual improvements. I've seen that already. This is looking good. New emit shading. Previously, true emission color was simply... I guess I can pull it over. I'm reading it off anyways. Previously, any true emission color is simply the diffuse color emitted again. The emission influence of the texture is affected only by the emission intensity. Now the emission influences the texture controls, whether the RGB values are added to the material after lighting in the shadow stage, allowing the independent from diffuse color emission. Ooh, okay. Python has been updated to version 3.11, bringing new features and performance improvements. Awesome. Maybe I do need to I might just have to sit down and do some Python just to figure it out. Now it's possible to access the bound box, the object, via Python, access the API to see the parameters, or download this example. Python, yeah. It is daunting. Input system, new mapping, added the version, more flexible with more options than the old system logic keyboard. This system is located under User Preferences, Input System tab. If you do any Python, teach me, please. Yeah, I gotta learn it first, though. I gotta learn it. It works with 3 tables. Input maps table containing key combinations for each condition. Input table. Table containing all keys and calls. Input binding. Input binding. The input binding is actually the key that is pressed. Used the information such as joysticks, mouse position, etc. Also has the feature of binding such processors. Processors allow you to directly change the results of the value. Ooh. Sound reverberation. I saw that in the older version, so it'll be interesting to see what that does. Video here. Potato. Video tutorial. Okay. So I think there was a way, or I saw something about like recording in this engine, like recording stuff. I don't know what that's about, but I thought I saw something about it. It's the scripting. It's a scripting. Okay. So, it looks like there's some cool stuff, and I'm actually interested. Let's see. Color management. Change that. Linear threshold, physics. What else do we have? I'm so excited. I just gotta check out all the things to see what I notice. We got the world settings. Oh, we got fog now. Oh, look at that. Blend mode, mix or add. Interesting. So I could change this to like 15. And then change the depth. Okay. Now, obviously, there's the intensities. So there's a bunch of stuff. Yeah, that's dope. I am kind of curious. Keyboard properties. Visibility. Let me just check, make sure that I'm not. Oh, we got a download here. Let me open that up. So this is going to be a file for the reverberation. 1 second as I try to dig through files. Where am I at? System. Programs. Why can I not? 1 second. Technical difficulties. Here's what I'll do. I will just drop it onto the desktop. That's what we'll do. So let me open up a file here. And we'll go to downloads. Drop it on the desktop. There we go. Then let's just go to the desktop. Hey, there we go. So we got a little test file here. Oop, I got a message. Sending you more complex scenes that show some stuff in real time. Okay, cool. So here we're going to be checking out the reverb file here. Let's see if it looks like a first-person game. We got some parameters. And let me just play and see what happens. Oh, maybe not. uh, Python is a scripting language. I read it like grocery list. Oh yeah. I mean, yeah, it's kind of got that kind of list looking format. I think graphics wise looks good. Yeah, I think it looks really good too. It's that the shadows are definitely better. Look at that underwater preset. We got little effects on it. So these are the reverb default parameters, filter parameter. Oh, we got a bunch of stuff. Low pass, high pass. So, what do I need to do here to get it to work? I'm not hearing anything. Let's see. And make sure I actually have the sounds. Let me see what's going on here. Reverb. I feel dumb. Sorry guys. Select some audio in the speaker table. Okay. Watch me fumble around for a second. There we go. In the speaker table. Where is the speaker table? Why am I struggling with this? Got speaker, sound, wave. Am I just missing the sounds? I'm messing this up really bad. I assume this is the sound table. Oh, there we go. The audio in the file is not available. Do I need to select my own sound then? Is that what I'm going to have to do? I don't know if I have any sound or any sounds that are available for me. Oh, I get okay, I think do I need to select my own sound file? Let me see if I have any. Maybe in the media file? Do I have any? What do I have? I need one audio file. Where can I find it? Something that's not cringe. Audio? What's in here? New update? About rubble breaking? Am I not hearing? I'm not even hearing my own sounds. Let's see if my, let me switch to my headset really quick. Technical difficulties, once again. Let's see if I can hear anything here. No? I'm sure this is very interesting for everybody to watch. We were hearing it though. Yeah, so I'm just the only one who can't hear it. I'm having I'm having difficulties. Let me make sure that my audio devices are right. I can see it playing, but I can't hear it. This is... Here, let me switch over to my thing. So the audio in the file. You forgot to select the audio. No, I know. I can't hear it in my. I can't hear it, guys. I can't hear anything. Look, I gotta fix it so I can hear. Everybody else can hear, but I can't. Let me just switch it over to this so I can dig through my other stuff. Okay, can I hear now? Check your sound output setting. Yep, I'm doing it. I'm doing it right now. Okay, I can hear. I can hear now. Okay, let me switch back. Let me get rid of this first. Nope, we're good. Why use Blender? Because Blender's cool. Okay, so I got my rocks on concrete sound. Let's just put that on the desktop, then I'll select it in my speaker settings here. Oops, I'm moving stuff. There we go. And then I need to select it here. Desktop, rocks on concrete sound. Okay, I have selected it in the table. Can you like port a Blender game to mobile? Only using Armory currently. But that's it. Okay, so where do I need to go? Do I need to move into one of these zones? Is it on 3D sound? I'm sorry, I'm messing up this this demonstration. This is really sad. So I've grabbed my sound here. Also, can it be an MP3 or does it need to be a WAV file? Is the question I have. Whoa, that's a lot of stuff. There's a lot of stuff here and I'm like not able to get it to work. Just open any, yeah, so I did open an audio file and it is in here. It's just an MP3 file. But I'm not hearing anything in the game engine. So yeah, it should work theoretically. Let me try a different file here. Do I have like some sort of... What do I have for this? This is crazy, man. Okay, I don't know if I can actually use these anymore. Oh, here, we got some... I think... Wait, is this... Yeah, let's do some Minecraft music. We'll put that in there. I'm sure you didn't select in the speaker table. Okay. Speaker, open sound. Speaker. No, I have... Man, I feel like I'm going crazy here. This is crazy. What is happening? Are you up for some private help or today or tomorrow for UPVG? I don't know. I don't know if I'll have time. Would have been better if you did a separate live stream on it after you know a little bit. Yeah, that's probably this is kind of a... We will. I want to do a full video because... Oh, I'm not even... Sorry, guys. I'm not even showing the right screen. I'm just messing around too much. Yeah. So you know what? I'm gonna play around with this. In fact, it's been, how long have we been going? It's been 2 hours now. I'm probably gonna take off and do some chores and stuff. I need to get going and feed my animals. But when I come back, I'm probably gonna have a little bit more knowledge on this, and I want to get these tests and demos working. And I feel like it'll be a lot more interesting. So I just want to thank you all so much for watching, and I will be back when I know more about this. So take care, everyone. We're gonna be doing some more stuff. In fact, while I'm exiting here, see ya. Thank you. Take care.